As an introvert, sometimes we get called boring, right? And you might think it's because of your introvert, your quiet, your calm nature, but I'm gonna tell you something tonight. You are not actually boring, alright? The truth is, you just need a more exciting life. So, you're gonna just change the three things today that I'm gonna tell you, and you'll be able to just honestly build charisma in conversations and stop being called boring and start having mystery, start being like exciting. So, whoop, this is my 2 year transformation, man. Like 2 years ago, bro, I was very ugly. I was called boring a lot, and I hated that. Honestly, like they were right. My life was boring, bro. Like I'm just being honest. But 2 years later, bro, I built charisma, I built aura, and I learned like dangerous hobbies. I learned these three things that I'm gonna tell you tonight. And honestly, now these days when I'm with a girl, I don't have to try, like I'm just I'm just quiet and she already like thinks I have a crazy life. She already sees me as very mysterious just because I keep my introvert personality. But I changed these three things, all right? Starting with number one is you need to learn a sexy and dangerous hobby, all right? You have to learn a hobby that is hard. So, first of all, you have to understand your advantages as an introvert, man. You spend a lot of time alone. What this means is that if you learn a hobby, you can actually become very, very, very good at it, man. Like, you're the type of guy when you lock in at something, you get it done, bro. This is the perfect personality to really become like top 1% in a hobby. Alright, maybe top 1% is too much, top 5%. So, my honest advice is become good at one hard and sexy, dangerous hobby. Alright, how do you choose this hobby? It must make you mysterious, alright? It must have, I call it the oh really effect. Like when you tell someone you do this hobby, is shocked, alright? And at the same time, it has to have the effect like if you tell a girl you do this hobby, she's like, I would have never imagined. That was the worst imitation. But you get my point. Like, it has to be something that is shocking, that is opposite to your calm and quiet nature, all right? I have here a list. Here, that's me, like, just sparring and boxing with my friend. But this was my hobby that I learned, all right? I became very good at boxing. I became very good at the sport that is very, very hard. And this just create mystery. Like, I don't have to tell like the girls that I do boxing. Just they can feel it in my eyes. They can feel something. They don't know what because I don't tell them. But this is the power of learning a dangerous hobby, right? And then when they find out, like after you've known them for so long, they get crazy. So you can do surfing, rock climbing, dancing, learning motorcycle, singing, shooting, traveling a lot, learning, like producing and DJ skateboarding. All these hobbies were like there was a lot of statistics and articles done. They were like the top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, top 10 most attractive hobbies to girls. So when you learn these and you become good at it, you are seen as way more attractive and you can keep your quiet nature, but you'll just attract girls, alright? You have to get out of your comfort zone, bro. Like these hobbies are hard. This is why they're sexy and dangerous, but they're worth it, man. If you want to change, if you want to start having an exciting life, this is the first step, bro. So, that was my first advice. Second advice is just to look better, honestly. I know I know it's like a weird advice, alright? But you can glow up. You can glow up because I did it, man. I fucking did it. And when you look better as an introvert, people instantly see you as mysterious. They see your quiet nature as luxury and just classic elegance. Like you see this meme on the internet about like ugly versus attractive introvert. Like I myself was ugly and attractive introvert. I agree, bro. It's 100% like when you're an attractive introvert, bro, girls see you as very mysterious. They think you're like this cool James Bond, but even in reality, if you're going home, she start thinking like you have a second life. All right, this is the power of just looking good. For example, if this guy here tells you I have hobbies, you're like, what the fuck? What does like what like watching people? I don't know, just some weird thing. All right. If this bad boy tells you I have hobbies, you're interested. You're like, wait, what does this guy do? Like, he's good looking. He must have something like exciting, something sexy. This is the power of just looking good, all right? And to look better, you have to focus on self improvement and look maxing. Now, I'm not talking about like all the thing I see on the internet, like mewing and UUDD. All this is just trendy and viral, but I'm talking about real self improvement to improve your looks, to glow up. So, only five things, right? Exercise, diet, hairstyle, dress, bad addictions. You change these five things and you will glow up. You can look at my first video on this channel. I go more in depth about each of those 5 points to glow up in 6 months. All right, that's my second advice. Third one is to lean onto your quiet and your dark archetype. Now, of course, you have like to have a dangerous. You need to have a dangerous hobby and be good looking. Once you have these two, you lean onto your dark confidence. Look, your unfair advantage, man. As an introvert, you have to use it because people are not mysterious like you. Like people are very loud, they talk a lot. I'm talking about like extroverts. You know, they don't have this mystery by nature, but you have it, man. Like by nature, you don't like to reveal too much about your life. You spend a lot of time alone, and actually, this is very, very attractive to girls. But you need to become good looking and have a dangerous and sexy hobby. Once you have these two, you just stay yourself. You play the game of quiet luxury, of dark confidence, of mysterious elegance. If you wanna learn more about this archetype, you need to watch movies, bro. I'm talking about James Bond. I'm talking about John Wick. I'm talking about Peaky Blinders. Like these movies and TV shows, that's also Superman. Like, it's not really in the category, but I put it still there because he's an introvert who's still attractive to girls. But look, these are movies, right? It's a bit extreme. All right, you're not gonna become like a hitman or like Peaky Blinder, a gangster or James Bond, but you can like learn from them and become like instead of becoming 100% them, you just learn their manners. You learn how they go in life, how they talk to the woman in the movies. All of this is gonna be a reflection of real life. You learn about how they act, how they carry themselves, how they use their quiet self, because all of these characters have something in trait. They're introverts, but they have dangerous and sexy hobbies and they're good looking. So, lean onto your quiet and dark archetype, man. Watch movies and learn from them. That's all for today, bro. Subscribe for more ugly introvert glow up tips. Alright, take care. I'll see you in 2 days.